Hello. Is this Karen? Can you hear this being on? Okay, great. Yeah, just a sound check. Okay. Yeah, there's a balance between how loud it is and how many p-pops there are when I speak a certain way. Certain words and letters make it like p gets extra, you know. So I try and find the balance, but I will do my best to make it good. Good. Okay. Huh. Bruce, you said. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll definitely think about it, and yeah, thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Well, we'll get started because it's at 11, and there may be people on the live stream, so we'll hope that if you're there, welcome. And so we turn to the first page, 477. We're in the Yom Kippur Machzor, if you happen to have one on hand in the live stream. Beloved, I yearn only to be near you. Though at times I seem remote, beloved, I cannot find the way unaided. Teach me the faithful service you would have me do. Show me your ways, guide me, lead me, release me from the prison of unknowing while I can make amends. Do not despise my lowly state. Oh, be my help. Where my forebears went, there go I. Yes, I know it. The resting place is mine. I know it. Like them, I am a stranger passing through this life. Since the womb of earth is my allotted portion, and since I have chased the wind from the beginning of my days, when will I come to set my house in order? The passions you yourself have made a part of me are there still. These days and nights combine to bring me to the end. They scatter my thoughts to the winds. They return my frame to dust. Stripped of my pretensions, naked at the last, here I stand, and only your goodness can clothe and shelter me. For nothing now remains but this. Beloved, I yearn only to be near you. We're adapting what's from the Yom Kippur Yizkor service, and I just wanted to honor and bring to mind that we are here to remember those that we have loved and lost. And so, whether here or on the live stream, I'm honored to be with you at this time of remembrance. We are on the bottom of the next page, 478, I believe. We read responsively. O God, you are my God. At first light I seek you. So do I look for you in the sanctuary to behold your power and your glory. Your love is better than life. My lips will extol you. Maker of all the worlds, how insignificant we are in your sight, and how minute in your presence. You are creator of a universe so vast that the effort to conceive it overwhelms the mind. The keenest eye scans but a corner of it. The rays of light we see today began their journey long before we came to be. Counted from first creation, the earth we live on was born but yesterday, and we made our appearance on it only a moment ago. We are feeble. We live always on the brink of death. Scarcely ushered into life, we begin our journey to the grave. Our best laid plans are ever at risk. Our fondest hopes are buried with us. Ambition drives us on to high exertion. Indulgence makes us waste the powers we have. Success and failure, love and hatred, pleasure and pain mark our days from birth to death. We prevail only to succumb. We fail only to renew the struggle. Our life at its best is an endless effort for a goal we never attain. Death finally terminates the struggle, and joy and grief, success and failure are all ended. Like children falling asleep over their toys, we relinquish our grasp on earthly possessions only when death overtakes us. Master and servant, rich and poor, strong and feeble, wise and simple, all are equal in death. The grave levels all distinctions and makes the world kin. We continue on page 481. We are strangers in your sight, O God, like all who came before us. Our days on earth vanish like shadows, but the speedy fleet of life and the grave that looms on the horizon should not dismay us. Rather, let them teach us wisdom and prompt us to put our trust in you, for only the dust returns to the dust. The spirit which you have breathed into us returns to you, its everlasting source. Into us, you have placed a portion of your divinity. Your mighty strength is our firm support. When we become servants of your law, witness to your truth, champions of your dominion, then indeed do we endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. At the bottom of page 481, we continue reading responsibly. I'll begin. O God, author of life and death, our wisdom is small, our vision is short. One by one, our companions passing along the road of life disappear from our view. We know that each must walk the same path to the doorway of the grave. We strain to see what lies beyond the gate, but all is darkness to our mortal sight. Together, yet even the darkness is not too dark for you, O God, but the night shines as the day. You have created us in your image and made us share in your enduring righteousness. You have put eternity into our hearts and implanted within us a vision of life everlasting. This hope we cherish in humility and faith, trusting in your endless goodness and your wondrous love. I'm sorry. Thought I made the photocopies of the correct thing. Okay. Then I'll just go for it. Into your hands we commit the spirits of our dear ones, for you keep faith with your children in death as in life. Sustain us, O God, that we may meet with calm serenity the dark mysteries that lie ahead, knowing that when we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you are with us, a loving friend in whom we put our trust. You are the light of our life, our hope in eternity. Esainai el heharim me'ayin yavo Ezri me'im Adonai ose shamayim va'aretz Al yiten lamot raglecha Al yanum shom recha Hine lo yanum velo yishan shomer Yisrael, Shomer Yisrael, Adonai, Shomrecha, Al Tzilcha, Al Yad Yamincha. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. What is the source of my help? My help will come from the Eternal, Maker of heaven and earth. O God, we will not allow your foot to slip. Our guardian does not slumber. Behold, the guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. The Eternal is your keeper. The Eternal is your shade at your right hand. The Eternal shall not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Eternal will guard you from all evil. God will protect your being. The Eternal will guard you, coming and going, from this time forth and forever. If some messenger were to come to us with the offer that death should be overthrown, but with the inseparable condition that birth should also cease, if the existing generation were given the chance to live forever, but on the clear understanding that never again would there be a child, or a youth, or a first love, never again new persons with new hopes, new ideas, new achievements, ourselves for always and never any others, could the answer be in doubt? We shall not fear the summons of death. We shall remember those who have gone before us and those who will come after us. Alas for those who cannot sing, but die with their music all in them. Let us treasure the time we have and resolve to use it well, counting each moment as precious, a chance to apprehend some truth, to experience some beauty, to conquer some evil, to relieve some suffering, to love and be loved, to achieve something of lasting worth. To fulfill then. At the bottom of page 485, in you do I seek refuge. Let me never be put to shame. You have made my days a mere span. My life's duration is nothing before you. Those who stand firm are but a breath of wind. What hope have I then, O God? My trust is in you. I dwell in the shelter of the Most High. I abide in the shadow of the Almighty. Let us then call to mind the great and good, through whom the Eternal has done wonders. Wise and eloquent in their teachings, they were just and loving in their deeds. There are some who have left name behind, whose remembrance is as honey in the mouth. And there are some who have left no memorial, whose names have vanished as though they had never been. Together, in the middle of page 488, Author of life, bless the memories we cherish on this day that more than any other affords us glimpses of eternity. May the sorrows we have known be softened by our sense of your infinite wisdom, your unending love, your eternal presence. May the pains of past bereavements grow more gentle. Indeed, let them be transformed into gratitude to our dear ones who have died and tenderness to those who are still with us. Mizmor leDavid, Adonai ro'i, lo echsar, benot deshe v'ribitzeni, al mei menuchot yanachaleni, nafshi yeshovev, yancheni b'ma'aglei tzedek, lema'an shmo, gam ki elech begei tzalmavet, lo ira ra, ki ata imadi, shivtecha umish antecha, hema yanachamuni, ta'aroch lefanai, shalchan neged tzurorai, dishanta beshemen roshi, kosi ravaya, ach tov v'chesed yirdefuni kol yemei chayai, yashavti beveit Adonai lo'orech yamim. Together, eternal our shepherd, you are my shepherd, I shall not want. You make me lie down in green pastures, you lead me beside still waters, you restore my soul. You lead me in right paths for the sake of your name. Even when I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. With rod and staff you comfort me. You have set a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You have anointed my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I shall dwell in the house of the Eternal forever. Giver of life, our times are in your hand. One generation comes into the world to be blessed with days of peace and safety. Another goes through the valley of the shadow, enduring the cruelties of persecution and war. Heartbreaking have been the times that have fallen to our lot, O God. We have lived through years of tyranny and destruction. We are schooled in sorrow and acquainted with grief. We have seen the just defeated, the innocent driven from their homes, and the righteous suffer martyrdom as merciless as any ages have witnessed. At this hour of memorial, we will call with grief all your children who have perished through the cruelty of the oppressor, victims of demonic hate, the aged and young, the learned and unlettered, all driven in multitudes along the road of pain and pitiless death. Their very presence on the earth was begrudged them, for they brought your covenant of mercy and justice to the recollection of your enemies. They perished because they were a symbol of your eternal law. Their death has brought darkness to the human soul. They lie in nameless graves in far-off forests and lonely fields, and the substance of many was scattered by the winds to the earth's four corners, yet they shall not be forgotten. We take them into our hearts and give them a place beside the cherished memories of our loved ones. They now are ours. We remember with sorrow those taken from us, our midst, during this past year. Shirley Wolf, Jane B. Hirsch, Dan Goldman, Judy Ellikin, Inga Langsam, Phyllis Zuckerman, Nancy Honig, Judy DeArmond, Gloria Bell, Dorothy Zemlich-Fine, Gordon Overton, Jay Aronoff. Taking these dear ones into our hearts with all our beloved, we recall them now with reverence. In the rising sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the opening buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. Please take some time to think of those whom you are here to remember, whether it is a relative, a close friend. Take a few moments and remember them, think on their lives. El Malei Rachamim can be found on page 492. El Malei Rachamim Shochein Bamromim Bamitzei Menucha Nechona Tachat Kanfei HaShchina Im Kedoshim Utohorim Kezohar Harakia Mazhirim Lenishmot Yakireinu Shehalchu Leolamam Ba'al Harachamim Yasirem Beseter Knafav Leolamim Vitzror HaChaim Et Nishmatam Adonai Hu Nachalatam Vayanuchu Beshalom Et Mishkavam Venomar Amen. We now turn to the bottom of that page for the mourner's Kaddish. I invite you to rise in body or spirit. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba be'alma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute b'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chay beit l'chol Beit Yisrael ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru Amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevarach leolam u'lalmei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran be'alma v'imru Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. Osei shalom b'mromav Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu ve'al Kol Yisrael, v'imru, Amen. May the one who makes peace on high bring comfort to all who are bereaved. And let us say, Amen. You may be seated. Let us close with Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom b'mromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru, Imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru,